Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam, and today it is time again for me to pick my monthly TBR. I can't believe that we are picking December. In 2023, I don't think I picked an official TBR. I kind of just let myself have free reign. This year, I do have one vlog in mind that I really want to prioritize, so we'll see if I can get any of those books on here, but knowing my luck, it'll just be extra reads. I also really want to try to finish up a couple series this month before we wrap up the end of the year. My series tracker is still vastly too long, and I would just love to knock some of them off, especially ones that I have been left lingering for a while. So let's just see what the prompt jar has in store for us this month. I think going into 2025, I will just keep these prompts going until I go through all of them, because I would like to try and get through all the prompts before I re-put them all back in here. As per usual, we're going to be picking 6 prompts. That feels a little daunting to me. I don't know why. But let's just give it a good mix and see what we get. First prompt, a book by a female author. Well, that is just an easy one. Most of the books I read are by female authors. I'm not even gonna think about this one. I'm just gonna put on Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is the last book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I think there is still one more book after Winter, but it's a collection of short stories or novellas, something like that. But Winter is almost 800 pages and has been daunting me all year, but I'm gonna just do it. We're gonna finish off this series in 2024. We're gonna leave it in 2024 and have read it. I really enjoyed this series, so definitely don't get me wrong. This is not a bad series at all. I just really need to cross it off. I need to put on my big girl pants and not be scared of an 800-page YA fantasy. I even looked at that book when I was at the library yesterday, and the font is pretty large. The margins are pretty large, so I don't know why I've been putting it off, but it's just such a big book. All right, prompt number 2. First in a series you've been putting off. Well, this kind of goes against all of my trying to finish a series plans, but I'm kind of between 2 series right now. I'm thinking of either The Deal by Elle Kennedy or Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. Both of these series have been on my list of books that I wanted to read in 2024. And for Shatter Me, I really want to just be able to binge that entire series. I don't know why, that's just something in my brain says that I need to just binge that series. I could also read Zodiac Academy, which I have been wanting to pick up for quite a while. I feel like we should put on The Deal, and that seems like the smart decision after putting on an 800-page book, especially with the other books and reading plans that I have. Those books are all also on Kindle Unlimited, so it'll be really easy to be able to pick that up, and I definitely want to be trying to prioritize more Kindle reads. Prompt number 3. A TBR vet. So this is a book that's been on my TBR for a really long time. I have some books that I have been meaning to read and meaning to pick up, but I just don't know if I'm really in the mood to pick them up just yet. A lot of the books on my Goodreads list, everything that I've gone through so far, are like first books in a series, books that I'm not really ready to read yet. Okay, so I think I'm gonna read Faking Christmas by Cindy Steele. I've had this book on my Goodreads list for about 1.5 years, so not a super TBR vet, but this will fit in with a reading vlog. And this looks to be part of a like collaborative series with a couple different authors. Interconnected standalone sort of vibe, but I'm just gonna read this one, and just a fun little Christmas romance, I think. Cheated a bit with that one, but some of the other books were just really did not fit the vibe. So prompt number 4. book based on a true story. I might throw this one back in, but we'll see what I can find. I'm going to repick this prompt. There's definitely some books that I want to read on this list, but it's just really not the vibe that I'm going for the month. So I'm just going to put that one back. And we're going to pick again. I feel like I need to revamp my prompts. Once I run out of them, pull out some that really don't suit me, or just make a list of some options so that when I get these prompts, I'm not just like a deer caught in the headlights trying to find some random book that fits that I might not actually want to read. But like, here's another one that might need to be pulled. Title starts with Z. Okay, I'm just gonna cheat my way through this TBR this month, I guess. Just really adapting these prompts to work for me and the plans that I have for December. But I'm going to pick Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, which is book 1. I again don't want to just pick a random book that I'm not interested in just because it fits the prompt. I have been wanting to pick up Zodiac Academy. Maybe not quite yet, but we're going to use it for this prompt. Okay, prompt number 5. A book from my physical TBR. My physical TBR of the books that I have, at least in this room, is really not very long. And the book that's really calling to me that I wanted to pick up for a while is Daydream by Hannah Grace. This is the 3rd book in the Maple Hills trilogy or series. I don't know how many books this series is going to be. But again, another book I can be caught up on the series. I've heard mixed reviews about this one, but hopefully I really enjoy it. I did really like the first 2 books in this series. I think like a 4.5 and 5-star rating. And I just think that this is going to be a really fun, sweet romance. And the last prompt for December. This one fell out, so I guess we'll do this one. A book with found family. Aw, I love that prompt. I feel like most of the books that I have already put on this list will be found family, but let's see the books that I can continue, or the series that I can continue. Okay, for this prompt, kind of a wild card throwing this in here, I'm going to pick Desecrated Saints. This is book 3 in the Blackwood Institute series. This is a very, very, very dark reverse harem romance, and I just want to finish this series. Emily and I, bestie Emily, were doing a buddy read of this, but she's decided that she's not going to continue. So I just want to burn through this last book and get it off my list because it's very heavy, very dark, and I just want to finish it off. So I feel like if you haven't read any of the books in that series, it seems like it wouldn't fit the found family prompt, but it's very much a chosen family. Okay, so this is the only book that I have physically for my TBR stack this month. Mostly Kindle and library reads this month, which is fine. That's fun. And I feel like is going to move towards being only library and Kindle books because, like I said, I have read the majority books in this room, which is great. So for December, I'm going to be reading Winter by Marissa Meyer for a book that is written by a female author. The Deal by Elle Kennedy for a first book in a series that I have been putting off. Faking Christmas by Cindy Steele for a TBR Vet. Zodiac Academy, The Awakening for a book that starts with Z. Daydream by Hannah Grace for a book from my physical TBR. And Desecrated Saints by J. Rose for a book with found family. Definitely a mixed bag this month, but that's fine. I'm excited. I'm excited to finish off a couple series and also add a couple series to my tracker list, but that's okay. It is what it is. Let me know down below if you have read any of the books that I will be reading this month or what you are planning to read in December. I would love to chat with you. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like so that I know. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.